Okay, this is part 2 of the worst tutorial ever. Worst tutorial to film. The look was bomb after I was finished, but to film it, it was hard. But by the time it was done, I pulled it together, of course. So, the second one, here's what went wrong with the second one. One of the things. First of all, I had a new foundation that I was trying that was $2 at Ulta, and I was excited to use it. Anyway, the Almay Age Essentials foundation that I tried to use was so thick it would not stay on my face. It was like dripping down. It started cracking. It was a bad situation. Also, the concealer I used, I washed all of my brushes the night before, and the brushes I wanted to use hadn't dried yet. So therefore, I had to use some old brushes that I hadn't used in forever. So I had to use that. But again, pulled it together. So check out the second part of the 3-part Christmas tutorial, which was face makeup. Hey y'all, welcome to the second part of the full face Christmas tutorial, which is the face part. So first I'm gonna go on with the Japanesque Velvet Touch Primer. I just got this primer not that long ago, actually at the 21 Days of Beauty, and I'm already so obsessed with it. It's so good. It reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It's like really super duper moisturizing, super duper smooth. Next, gonna do some color correct. I'm gonna be using this super old Sally Hansen yellow. It's a little pot. I'm gonna use the NYX HD concealer in green to conceal the red spots, and I'm gonna use the NYX full coverage concealer in orange for my under eye. Like I said, I just got off of work, so I know I look torn up. So just gonna take my shiny concealer brush, grab a little orange on there. I'm just going to apply that right underneath my eyes. Just applying a little triangle just like that. And if you don't have bags, if you don't have dark circles under your eyes, you know, if you're one of the lucky people that get to like actually sleep at night, then you don't have to worry about this. It's also good to catch any fallout that you had under your eye. Although we're going to go back and smoke the bottom out, so I mean if you have fallout, it's not going to kill you. Straight up into the corner with that color correct concealer. Taking that green. It comes with a little wand, so it's not hard to apply. It's freezing outside. I've been sick, so my nose is red. So I'm going to do that. Where the tape was is a little bit red, so we're going to do that. I always have the corner of my nose is always red. I always take these little X's. I don't know why, but it makes it a lot easier for me. Looking pretty sexy right now. Easier for me if I do the X. I don't know why. Maybe it's just something with me. I'm not sure. Going in with that yellow. I put so much oil in this thing just to make it spread. It's ridiculous. I have a scar on my face from when I was in a car accident when I was 7. So to conceal that a little bit. I never wanted to go away because, you know, I don't want anyone to mistake that I'm, you know, trying to look perfect. I'm really not. So I'm just trying to look. So I like to leave that out just a little tiny bit. I'm not too much a fan of sponges, but beauty blenders. But for my color correct concealer, I do use them. It's sometimes the only thing that'll really blend it out good enough, or it's not all, you don't want to look like this at your party, at your Christmas party.
So this is using this black beauty blender.
So yes, it may look crazy, but this is what your color correct concealer situation should look like before you use your foundation. I'm going to kind of highlight and do my foundation at the same time. So what I'm using today, I'm going to use this Almay Age Essentials makeup, which I got on sale at Ulta. You can actually see the orange sticker still. I'm going to shake them up because I don't know how long they've been in there. I never really used these, but so I'm using medium cool for my main color, like my skin color, and then I'm going to use light neutral for my highlight. They don't look that much different, I hope. So, usually I don't apply with my fingers, but I washed all my brushes last night. So I don't have my regular foundation brush with me, so I'm gonna have to apply with my fingers. Ugh, I hate that. At least they're clean, but put it on my face with my fingers. Foundation is heavy, man. So now I'm gonna take a foundation brush and buff this in. Like, I don't know what kind of look. Old school rock and roll look. That's not what we're going with here. A 2000, I hate that term, but I don't know another way to put it. Emo band look. That's not what we're going for here. I have to say, I hate this foundation. It just doesn't sit right on my skin. I don't know what. Ooh, hate it, but don't worry, boo-boo. For this highlight color, it's light neutral. For this color, the same Almay Age Essentials super heavy ass thick makeup. I'm going to put a little bit on my hand first this time. And I'm going to apply this one with a little concealer brush. This little brush I used earlier. One for a highlighter I actually do like. It's pretty cool. The actual foundation itself that I used for the rest of my face, oh, I hate this thing. It's horrible. One pump. It's just that heavy. Jeez. Going with another one of these like toothbrush brushes. Blending that highlight out. See that? This blended much better than that horrible foundation. In order to try to warm this weird foundation up a little bit, I'm going to go in with a cream contour. Since I used that foundation as a highlight, I'm going to go in with a good contour now. And I think I used this with y'all before, this Bella Pierre. And I'm going in again with that color I used last time, Ganache. Just going to suck in the cheeks a little bit and apply it right. See where this little line is right here? Right here. Now, what I always tell people is to not drag this line all the way down your face. It's going to make way too sharp of a contour. Apply it to the top and then you can blend it all the way down. Then of course, about your temples on the side here. Especially today because we really got to warm this foundation up. In order to blend my contour, here's what's going to happen. You don't want to blend it down. It's going to look really odd if you blend it down. So instead we're going to blend it long ways. Then we're going to blend it up. So see, and that kind of warmed up that really weird foundation. Which goes to show you. Don't give up. Don't admit defeat. You can fix everything. Even a terrible foundation. I'm going to take this really small toothbrush. And I'm sorry, I really don't remember what they're called. I ordered them from Amazon. I have no idea what they're called. And I'm taking this really tiny one and going up the nose to blend out that contour. See where we are now? A lot better. A lot better, thank God. Because I didn't know I was going to have to wash my face and start again. And we are still going to warm this up some more, trust me. We're going to use a highlighter and another bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator from NYX. Now this stuff it's a really strong highlight, so you got to be real careful with it. I always apply it before I bake because if you don't, it'll kind of just sit on your skin. Like, watch this. Look how pretty. So y'all see that freaking out of this world glow? Onto one of my favorite parts of the beauty process, which is baking. I have this Makeup Revolution London banana baking powder that I just bought. I just kind of tried it out. It's pretty good. This is going to make everything kind of set real pretty. You got to get a lot of powder out when you're baking because you're going to dip the sponge in it so you see how much powder I put on this cap. Right now, I'm going to take my sponge. Another sponge. I have a specific baking sponge because I don't like to mix, you know. I'm just going to spray it a little bit. You could use Fix Plus. You could use the MAC Charge Water, but I'm not fixing to waste that on a sponge. Maybe it does something. I don't know, but I'm not going to find out. Just going to set my under eye with that. This is a lot of makeup to wear at one time, too. Like, you're definitely going to have to... You should wash your face every night, but for sure, if you do this situation. I'm putting my bake everywhere that I put my highlight, especially under the eye. And then I put it also, I'm going to let this sit for 5 minutes. I also put some to sharpen where that contour is. And the thing with baking, it makes everything just kind of meld all together. So especially like this crazy foundation I have going on, it's gonna make it all kind of soak together and really meld together as one and make it really smooth. And it makes your skin really poreless. I love baking. So I'm gonna let that sit for 10 minutes. I'm gonna let it bake, and then I'm gonna brush it off and show y'all what else is going on, okay? All right, so the 10 minutes is up, so I'm gonna dust off this bake. This really, really large brush from Victoria's Secret that I got apparently years ago that I don't even remember buying, but you see the difference? Like, baking is, I love baking. I'm gonna use this blush brush to get some more of it off. So face is just about done. Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten blush for the upper cheeks. Love that blush. It's so bright, it almost looks like a highlighter. Like, it's so beautiful. And again, as you know, I'm not very happy with this foundation I have on. So I'm going to go back in, again, make it a little bit more, a little warmer. I'm going to make it a little bit warmer with this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I know y'all heard of it. It's really, really good. I love this stuff. And it smells like chocolate, which is awesome too. Selma's Glam, another one. It's called a small contour brush. So I'm going to put that right over my contour. And then I'm going to blend it out with the same blush brush I just used a second ago.
Okay, just warm up this complexion a little bit.
Hold it together, because that's what she does, honey. Now I'm going to do something I don't really do unless, like I said earlier, I have an event to go to. So what I'm going to do is go with my MAC Sheer Mineral Veil Loose Powder, which I have it in shade NC45. It's so old. And again, because of the fact that this foundation is so pale, it's slightly tinted. So I'm just going to go over my whole face, all of my face makeup. Alright guys, now y'all can head on to the finishing video, the last final touches of everything. So, go ahead, hang on to video 3, and that's going to be the wrap up. Thank you.